In today's video, I'm going to share with you my opinion on TikTok, the app that has millions of users who make money by begging, showing off, and doing silly things. Is this the downfall of our society and civilization? What do some of the greatest thinkers and philosophers have to say about this phenomenon? Let's find out. TikTok is a platform where anyone can create and watch short videos on any topic they want. It has over 1 billion active users worldwide, and it's especially popular among young people who spend hours watching and creating content on the app. TikTok's algorithm is designed to show you videos that match your interests and preferences, and it keeps you hooked by offering you a constant stream of new and entertaining content. But what is TikTok doing to our society and economy? According to some reports, TikTok is creating a culture of begging and greed, where people ask for money from strangers for no reason or for doing trivial and meaningless things. Some of the ways people beg for money on TikTok are asking for donations to support their lifestyle, hobbies, or dreams without offering anything in return, showing their bodies, faces, or talents and asking for money to see more or to get their attention or praise, doing challenges, pranks, or stunts and asking for money to do more or to reward them for their efforts, pretending to be poor, sick, or in need and asking for money to help them without providing any proof or accountability. Why do people beg for money on TikTok? Well, for some, it's a way to make a quick buck or to supplement their income. For others, it's a way to get attention, validation, or fame. And for others, it's a way to cope with boredom, loneliness, or insecurity. Whatever the reason, begging for money on TikTok is addictive because it triggers the reward system in the brain. Every time someone gets a donation, their brain releases a chemical called dopamine, which makes them feel good and motivates them to repeat the behavior. This is how TikTok creates dependency, similar to gambling or drugs. But what is the impact of begging for money on TikTok on our society and civilization? According to some experts, begging for money on TikTok is harmful because it devalues the concept of work, merit, and contribution, and promotes laziness, entitlement, and exploitation, erodes the sense of dignity, self-respect, and self-worth, and encourages vanity, narcissism, and superficiality, undermines the social fabric, trust, and solidarity, and fosters individualism, selfishness, and greed, distorts the reality, morality, and values, and spreads ignorance, misinformation, and deception. This is not a new phenomenon, but a reflection of the decline of civilization. As some of the greatest thinkers and philosophers have warned us, when a civilization loses its moral, intellectual, and spiritual foundations, it becomes weak, corrupt, and decadent, and eventually collapses. Here are some of their quotes. Civilization is a natural process of association and cooperation that emerges spontaneously and is based on the recognition of a common origin and a common destiny. Civilization declines when the ties that bind people together are severed, and when people become estranged from their roots and their purpose. Ibn Khaldun, 14th century Arab historian and philosopher. The degree of civilization in a society can be judged by entering its prisons. Fyodor Dostoevsky, 19th century Russian novelist and philosopher. The more I see of the moneyed classes, the more I understand the guillotine. George Bernard Shaw, 20th century Irish playwright and philosopher. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. Albert Einstein, 20th century German physicist and philosopher. So what can we do to stop the decline of civilization and to restore the values of work, dignity, and social responsibility? Well, the first thing we can do is to stop supporting and watching the beggars on TikTok, and to start supporting and watching the creators who offer something useful, meaningful, and valuable to society. We can also use our time, money, and energy to pursue our own goals, passions, and dreams, and to help others who are truly in need.